everybody. Come on today, Lori and I are going to go on a boat ride. We want to take you with us. We're going to leave the backside of Marathon here in the heart of the Florida Keys. We're going to go out on the Gulf side of Marathon, run around the islands, through the 7 Mile Bridge, through Boot Key Harbor, all the way through the harbor, back through the Sombrero Beach area, and then our final destination is a home that we have for sale on the water in Sombrero Beach, one of our premier communities down here in Marathon, Florida. And we just thought you might want to take the boat ride with us, see what it looks like going to homes like this on the water. So if that sounds like fun to you, stay with us. Let's go take a boat ride.
Skipper says, come join us. Yay!
All right, let's take off. Well guys, you probably noticed in our intro video we have our little microphones around our neck with the fluffy on it. It's our wind blocker. So I don't know, we're going to test these mics out in the wind. I'm actually standing in the wind doing about 27 miles per hour right now, cruising down the Gulf side of Marathon, and we'll see if the audio is okay. But we are on the Gulf side. That's Marathon right there, running all the way down through here. Marathon's about 10 miles long. You can see the 7 Mile Bridge down there off the bow in front of us. That's where we're headed. And we're down towards the south end of Marathon, technically the west end of Marathon, if we're being technical. We've got 3 rental homes coming up over there, $3 million a piece, looking right out over the water. They are stunning places, 5 bedrooms, all have their own pools. If you guys watch for a video on our channel, here in the next month or so, we're going to be showcasing those homes, and they're brand new and they are beautiful. I don't know if you can see it with this camera. I'm shooting with my cell phone right now, but right over there, for you guys that have been here to Marathon in the Florida Keys, that's the world famous Keys fishery. You can dock your boat up over there, go and get some fresh seafood right out on the docks, sit down and eat. Wonderful food. And we're approaching the 7 Mile Bridge down here. So we're going to shoot underneath the bridge on this side, shoot around to the other side of the island, and we're going to go up in the Sombrero Beach area, Boot Key Harbor area. All right, guys, so we're about to go under the bridge right up here in front of us. You can see down there, midway through the bridge, is Pigeon Key. That's a really cool spot to go visit. A lot of history. Halfway down the bridge right there. If you guys are down here in Marathon, it's worth a trip. You ride a little train, fake train, pulled along the old 7 Mile Bridge that they restored, going all the way down to Pigeon Key. It's a worthwhile 2 or 3 hours to spend. All right, let's see if I can wheel us through here. Sometimes these currents in here can get a little rough. Not very bad today, guys. I like to slow down to go through here. Make sure we're all safe. Yeah, that was easy enough. Right over there is the Sunset Grill. Good place to eat if you're down here and just want to catch a sunset. They got a pool there. The kids can swim, or even the adult kids can swim. This is Knights Key out here. And we're going to go right over there and cut up along that shoreline right into Boot Key Harbor. Show you guys what that looks like. I got my beautiful camera lady on the front getting you guys all this wonderful footage. And Skipper the boat dog. Right out in front of us, guys, up there on the horizon. I know my windshield on my boat's a little dirty, but up on the horizon, right out in front of us out there, you might be able to see it, is the Sombrero Reef Lighthouse. Kind of an iconic dive spot out here in Marathon. And there's the entrance to Boot Key Harbor. So let's go up in there, hit the channel. Be sure, guys, if you ever come around this way, make sure you get right on these channel markers and go in. It's extremely shallow on either side of these channel markers going all the way into Boot Key Harbor. You got plenty of depth for large boats in there, heavy draft boats. Even on a low tide, you'll be fine. Just don't get outside the channel markers. All right. We're shooting up the channel here. You can see we're in about 8.7 feet of water right here in the middle of the channel. I could move a little bit further left, kind of get an idea where we are. See the boat up in front of us here, and I got to slow down for this no wake. And it's just minimum wake in here, not exactly no wake, but minimum wake in here. You want to be careful. A lot of large vessels coming up through here. And right over there is Lazy Days, next to the marina over there. That's a good place to get you some seafood here in town. Old Skipper, he likes to chase those mullet and the algae on top. He gets awful excited about that.
He's very excited about that. It's okay. It's just seaweed.
So you got Safe Harbor Marina right here. This goes into Boot Key Harbor. Looks like their Rec 90 fuel today is $4.34. Diesel's $3.45. And believe it or not, guys, that's one of the least expensive places on the water. I know a couple others up towards the top of Marathon, but normally that's pretty decent prices on fuel down here in Marathon. This is Poncho's fuel dock right here, guys, just up from the other one I just showed you, just a little bit up. And that's also a great place to get your fuel right there. They also give you 100 pounds of free ice when you get some fuel there. My buddy, Captain Joel Brandenburg, he's got one of his Anna Banana boats right there. Operates out of this marina and a couple others in town. Their boat, one of their boats is in today. They've got several, so they're probably out fishing somewhere on a pretty day like this. And here's Burdine's waterfront. Nice little place to go up there if you haven't been to Burdine's and tried their French fries. Man, they got the best French fries. Sit up there on the top, the tiki in the evenings. Pretty view from there. Good atmosphere. They're closed right now. We got a lot of restaurants down this time of year. We're filming this video in September, late September, and down here in Marathon and throughout the Keys, this is one of our slowest times of the year. And a lot of these restaurants will close, give their employees a couple weeks off, and take some time to do some maintenance on their restaurants and get ready for the busy season in January. And we're right at the entrance of Boot Key Harbor here, guys, and you can see this is the free anchorage field out here. So you can come out here and anchor your boats. I'm not sure if there's a time limit. I think it may be 14 days or something like that at a time. Don't quote me on that. Want to check your regulations before you come down here and anchor. But we do see a lot of derelict boats out of here, ones that just get left and sink right there, unfortunately. So the city kind of battles with that, getting these older boats out of there. We might see one on the bottom as we go through here. And then up above it up here, we're going to go up that way. You'll see the city mooring field where you can actually rent at least a mooring ball. And they've got pump out services and different services up there for that. A lot of our folks will come up here to stay the winter on their boat up here in the mooring field. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this on my camera phone, but Laurie's got the big camera out. She's going to zoom in. So there's two boats over there sunken right there. And yeah, that's an example of what I was telling you we kind of wrestle with down here in the Keys is folks would come down here and leave those boats unattended, and next thing you know, they take on water, sink. So there's two on the bottom over there right now that are going to have to be moved. If you guys look up a video online, Travis Pastrana jumped his car across this bridge right here. came flying off this side and jumped over there, and I think he came back and jumped the other way, I believe. But you can find it on YouTube. Just look up Travis Pastrana bridge jump in Marathon, Florida. It was pretty cool to watch. This is more of the free anchorage out here as well. It goes on for quite a ways. You can see we're a good ways from the bridge we just went through. All this out here is free anchorage. And then when we get right up here, you'll see we'll go into the area where you can lease the mooring balls in the city of Marathon. Actually, it looks like they start right over here. Maybe I can get you a shot of that. Yeah, so you can see some of these boats are on mooring balls up through there. There's a ton of them too. I don't know how many's out here, but it's a bunch.
And the boat dog, he's chilling with me.
Old Skipper.
Skipper McSkipperson.
Got everything under control.
Look, even has his little fancy anchor bandana today.
Yes, he does.
For his boat dog excursion. And this little harness is so when he jumps off the edge, I still got a hold of him and I can pull him back in before he hits the water.
Yeah.
And I've done it before.
And you have done it before. You saved the camera and the dog at the same time.
Camera and dog at the same time. Wonder Woman.
Right up through there, the rest of the marina goes up that way, guys, and you can turn here by these channel markers and go up into Boot Key Harbor right there. There's a real cool place up there on the water called Dockside. And it's a nice place to get a bite to eat, listen to some live music in the evening. A lot of times all these people from the sailboats out there will take their dinghies over there in the evenings and enjoy some live music. Cool place up in there. We're gonna go out here in front of us. This goes into Sister Creek, and it goes through all the way through the mangroves to the Atlantic side. It comes out on the Atlantic side over here, and the house that we're going to go see is back in here. And this is a real pretty area just to cruise back here. You got a, just above idle back here. The minimum weight back in here, you want to keep it slow. But this area back in here is just real pretty to cruise around in. And if the wind's blowing, if the water's rough out on the Gulf side or the Atlantic side, you could spend half day back in here just cruising around. And there's miles and miles of mangroves back in here, great for kayaking, paddleboarding. There's little pig trails and channels that go back in these mangroves. Really a cool little area if you can't get out on the water. And of course, if you are getting out on the water, you can see the size of the vessels. I mean, here's a huge one up here. This water back here is deep through these channels. So getting larger vessels in and out of the Sombrero Beach area is really no problem back in here. But we're gonna go up in here and turn in and go way back in there to the home that we've got for sale over here. A buddy of mine owns. And so we'll show you guys that and show you what the kind of the tour back through there looks like if you were coming to the ocean or the Gulf from that house, or vice versa, coming in the way we're coming. That was funny. What'd you do?
Well, I was driving the boat, Mark's up there talking and showing everything, and Skipper's back here, and I put a little ice pad under his towel so he could keep his body cool while we were going slow because there's not much wind. And I kind of felt back here while I was driving, and I said, "Oh, you're keeping your little pecker cool." Right in the middle of his dissertation.
And I was talking to you guys on the mic. We both are wearing microphones, and Laurie starts cracking up right when I was telling you guys about whatever I was talking about a minute ago, and she says the dog's pecker's chilling out. No, that's funny.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did not mean to say that out loud.
Hey, good clean humor.
Well, it was cool. I mean, what was I going to say?
That's right. So now we're up in Sister Creek back in here, guys, and a lot of people will either anchor back here, because you can, as you can see, you can anchor back in here. See all these boats anchored up along the edge here, and then a lot of people will hide their boats, anchor their boats up back in here during hurricanes. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but I know they do. And this is kind of a protected area when we have storms back here because of all the natural mangroves all the way around. It definitely helps protect rigs during the storm. And give you a sense of what this looks like on my GPS coming back in here. You can see all these areas we're going to come around, go back in here and around there. And back over towards the Sombrero Beach Road area, right over in front of Marathon High School. 15.4 feet deep back in here. Water temp back in here today is 87.1. End of September. Gosh, that looks so peaceful right there, doesn't it?
Oh, that does look so peaceful.
That is just a pretty little place.
Makes you want to just go out there
Wow.
and sit by the water.
Yeah. Pretty. You can see the size of the boats that can get back here, guys. Look at the big sport fisher sitting there. Beautiful homes all back in here. So from when we came in to Boot Key up there, off the under the bridge, to idling back. Now we went the long way. We came around from the bridge side by Burdines and all that. And you can see we're back in here. We're coming up on the house here in just a minute. And it took us 30 minutes idling to get back in here. And this is the canal where our house that we have for sale is. So if you go that way, down to the 7 Mile Bridge and through Boot Key Harbor, you're looking at 30 minutes. And if you go the other way through Sister Creek, which we'll show you when we go out, it's much, much faster. I'm anticipating half that time, aren't you? Something
Probably
like that.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, he said 30 minutes, like, wow, I didn't even realize it because we enjoyed the sights and the scene so much while we were cruising through here, idling through here, should
Yeah.
I say. Yeah, that I didn't even realize it'd been that long.
It didn't seem like it to me either. I was
No.
surprised when I looked down at the time and I was like, oh, it's been 30 minutes.
And we're just like, wow, this is great. We're having
Yeah.
a great, it's a beautiful day. The water's great. Everything's just gorgeous. So
Yeah.
would you complain about 30 minutes boat ride? Nah.
Not so much. Not so much. Pretty places back in here, guys. Oop, let me steer a little bit here so I don't get crooked. We got a lot of new remodels and construction going on back in here, and people getting their places down here in the Florida Keys all fixed up. Beautiful area back here. You gonna drive for us, baby?
I'll drive us.
All right.
All right.
Captain Laurie. Captain Laurie was skipper.
Captain
At her
Skipper.
side.
Skipper first mate.
You can't be the skipper and the first mate at the same time. You can only be
Oh.
the skipper. You're the
Well.
first mate.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know how all this works, but I'm driving the boat.
There you go. Guys, if you like this area that we're showing you down here, this is the Sombrero Beach area. And if you like this area and would like to get listings down here, get me to get you some information on some homes here, how much they cost, if they're for sale or not, that kind of thing, be sure to give me a call. I'll put my number on the screen for you and you can call me up. I can answer questions, help you with anything you need down here, and of course, send you listings of homes down here and help you in purchasing a house here in the Florida Keys. Skipper, you're supposed to be in your seat. Why are you standing on the live well? You better go back there and see
He
Mama.
just wants to be close to Daddy.
I know it. These homes back here in the Sombrero Beach area, there's waterfront homes, there's non-waterfront homes all over the place, but as a general idea of what these homes cost back in here, you're looking at being able to get into a small condo on the water back here, probably in the, let's say, 400 range. We've got one right now on the market. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo. Back here, we're actually going to go buy it right up here. And we'll show you where that dock is, but that one's listed at $410,000. But That's probably one of your lowest price points you'll get waterfront in this area. And then houses in here, probably a single family, 2-bedroom, 2-bath on the water. Back in the Sombrero Beach area, probably you're looking at somewhere around $1 million starting point. And then going up to as much as you want to spend. There's homes back in here that'll go 18, $20 million. So there's everything in between in the Sombrero Beach area out here.
Oh, that's the resort.
Yeah.
That's 2 houses in one
Yeah.
on one property.
Yeah. They use that as a corporate retreat, these 2 houses here. At least they did. I don't know if it's still that way or not, but this was a pretty amazing place. All right, guys, so we're coming up on the house here on our left. I'm actually going to go past it. Just down here, I want to show you, since we're right here in the area, I want to show you a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo. I'm just going to ride by the place. If you guys would like to see that, it's right here on this same canal back in Sombrero Beach, and it's listed for $410,000. Pretty little place with a boat slip on a seawall, and it's right here on this same canal. And it took us coming in from the Boot Key Harbor side, which is the long side to get in, down by the Sunset Grill and the 7 Mile Bridge and all that. It took us 30 minutes to get back here. The house is just here on the left. We'll go take a look at that in a second. I just want to ride right down here, ride you by this dock by the condo so you can see that. And if you'll go back and look a couple videos back, I'll put the thumbnail on the screen where you can see the condo we have for sale here as well. And the home we're going to come back and look at is this one right here. Got his dock and his lift right there. Plenty of extra dockage for 2 boats there. But we'll come back to that one in just a second. So guys, the condo that we've got for sale, we've got a 1-bedroom, 1-bath right here in this yellow building. Hey! And you can see they got the seawall here. You can dock your boats up here. These folks are coming in from fishing now. Pool right out here by the water. So yeah, they got a little place there where you can sit out underneath the tiki hut, get your fish cleaned up, take a dip in the pool right there by the water. Real cute little condo. So go back and take a look at that video if you'd like to see that. And we'll bump up here to this house we want to show you. So stick with us, and we're going to dock up here in just a second and show you the house. All right, so we're going to dock up right here. You can see he's got that's a 10,000 pound lift. He keeps a 28-foot boat on that. I'm going to spin my boat right in here behind it, and we'll go up and show you this cute little house here in Sombrero Beach. All right.
All right, here we are on the dock.
We're all docked up. We got Skipper the dock dog now.
Skipper is super excited to be on the dock.
Yeah, and guys, you can see this dock here. It's actually 65 feet long. It goes all the way back to here, and you can see I've got a good deal of room down here. I'm right up against that lift on the other side, but my boat is 26.5 feet overall. And you can see, even if there were a boat on this lift back here, I'd have to move my boat back probably about 8 feet or so, but there's room. And there could be another boat on this 10,000 pound lift right here. So you kind of see how that setup is. So you could get to, medium-sized boats, a couple 28s in here, something like that. A 24, 25, and a 28 on the rack is the setup that he normally has here. All right, let's go take a look at the house. Got a big backyard here.
It is, lots of space. The tiki hut and pool space for back here,
I know.
incredible.
I mean, this is a blank canvas for, you can see the neighbors have done something. These 2 houses side by side, they're almost identical. And they've got a tiki hut, a nice pool back here, and you could do that same kind of thing here at this house. The next door neighbors over there have already done that as well. So this house is kind of a blank canvas for that. All right, guys, so now we're out in the front of the house. So you can see from the front here, this home. You've got tons and tons of parking out here. This property is divided about in half right here between these two houses going out, but you can see all this space out here. There is just a bunch of space. You could get a trailer, an RV over on this side, several cars, and then you've got 2 covered parking places underneath the house with storage underneath the house. We'll go show you all of that. And that is Sombrero Beach Road right there. If you take a left out of here, just right up here, maybe a quarter mile, you've got Publix, Winn-Dixie, restaurants, convenience stores, everything you need. Right up here, handy center of Marathon. So you can kind of see how this is situated here with all this parking, just tons and tons of parking. Guys, this would make a very nice rental house here in Marathon. Drop a pool in there, tiki hut, put some palm trees in. This should be a very nice rental. It's not a rental now. This is just the owner's vacation getaway down here in the Keys.
So Skipper and I are going to take you on a tour of this house.
Yeah.
Come on, Skip. Let's go see this is a nice parking area. So you've got room for 2 cars right here under the shelter out of the UV rays.
Yeah.
And then in this little workshop area that has a nice big garage door. So you could get out kayaks and paddle boards, things like that.
Just storage area down here.
Just storage.
Yep.
You know, bait freezers and keeping them up high in case we do have rising waters. That's a good idea.
You know what would be super cool down here, since it opens up to this backyard like this, if you had a pool out here, nice landscaping, palm trees and everything. These are non-structural walls along here. So if you took that and opened this backside out and made this in here, I mean, unless you just need the storage, but there is a storage building there as well next to the house.
That's right.
But this would be cool to have like a outdoor bar area here facing out here on the water and the pool area. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be a
just
good
all
idea.
opened up on this backside here.
That would be a good
Yeah, you
idea.
can see how it would. So you could open up everything because these concrete columns are in that beam up top. It's the only structural item right there.
Oh, it could be like the house we have down on Witters Lane.
Yeah.
That they have the top right here that opens up and folds down when they're not using it with a bar right there.
Yeah. And you still have, you know, a little storage building over here. So you would still have storage here if you wanted to use it as a rental and lock up your fishing gear and stuff in there and then lock that off for guests or whatever. But that'd be a cool little setup.
That would be. Does this have anything in it? Let's see. Storage. Exciting.
Yeah,
Yay.
just storage.
Fishing poles, trash can lids, whatever you need.
Yeah.
Keep them safe. Come on, Skip.
All right, let's go upstairs. Now, guys, don't think it's a common practice of ours to be taking our dog to show a house.
No, it's not.
But we just happen to be very good friends with the owners of this house.
And they have a bunch of dogs, and they
got
love
a bunch of dogs. They're dog friendly. And old Skipper's going to show this house with us today.
All right, let's take a tour of the inside of this house.
Yeah.
It's a really pretty 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Yep.
About 1,400 square feet.
It is.
And really nice open concept here. Your doors in this direction look over the canal.
Yeah, let me get a shot looking out the back. Yeah. So you've got double doors going right out here on the porch, looking over your boat and your backyard and your pool. If you had a pool, you build a pool.
When you have a pool.
Got a screened in porch out here, keep the bugs off at night, come out and enjoy the patio.
This is very nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could see the pool right now.
Oh
You
yeah,
can see the tiki hut and the pool.
it would be perfect. All right, let's go take a look
Okay.
at the rest real quick. While we're going around here, guys, I want to tell you this house has an exceptionally low flood insurance policy. I think it's less than, I think it's around $600-700 a year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's one of the older policies that you can assume.
and get that same price. So that is a really, really big advantage down here, because we see flood policies, new flood policies now going, what, we got a quote on one of ours the other day. It was $4,400 for a little 700 square foot house.
And it's elevated.
And it's an elevated house,
So
yeah.
technically the flood wouldn't cover anything.
Yeah, technically.
Technically. So you've got a nice galley style kitchen, easy to get to everything, easy to maintain and clean up. You know, everything that you need, a little dishwasher over here by the sink. And I like this nice bar seating here where you can lay out all the food and serve it up and eat at the bar or eat at the table.
Well, you know, and it's a small kitchen, but it's open to the entire, you know, downstairs space right here, this whole living area.
Right.
And especially, you know, for a vacation home or, you know, a rental or whatever, you've got all this open area down here where the whole family can kind of gather here, entertain, watch a ball game, cook a meal, whatever you're doing.
That's right.
So,
And
yeah.
one person gets to cook. And you say, nobody else can help. I'm sorry, it's a one-butt kitchen.
Exactly. It's got big cathedral ceilings in here that go all the way up, guys. So it's got a very, very open, airy feel in this part.
It
All
does.
right. All right, guys, I know that was a very quick overview of the house. We just wanted to show you our listing here in the Sombrero Beach area. This house, at the time of the filming of this video, is listed for $1.39 million. And we will put the information in the description, a direct link to the MLS listing so that you can see that. You can follow any price changes if anything happens on this house or if it goes under contract. We've shown it a lot. We've had a lot of good viewings on it so far since we've had it listed. Seems to be pretty popular. So we have high hopes this one will sell. Well, guys, we're going to go load back up on the boat. Put old Skipper back on there and head on back out the canals, back home.
But you know what? Fortunately, you have nobody viewing you. You've got the privacy from the canal because you've got all these mangroves growing up here.
Yeah.
So
Very-
lots of nice privacy from that perspective.
It would be exceptionally private back here. Yeah. Beautiful spot back here for a pool, for sure. Big wide canal. Just a pretty spot. All right, guys, so I marked the time from when we left the house to when we're getting right here to where we can get out to open water going the short way, like I mentioned before. Right here to your left is Sombrero Beach. Right out in front of us out there is the Sombrero Lighthouse, and that is the Atlantic Ocean and open waters, and it took us exactly 8 minutes to get to right here from the dock of either the condo we have for sale over there or the home we showed. So yeah, very short coming out this way. If you go out the Boot Key Harbor way, down by the bridge, take you about 30 minutes. If you come out this way, you can hit open water in 8 minutes flat. All right, guys, hopefully you can hear all right. We're running about 27, 28 miles per hour. We are on the ocean side, the Atlantic side right now. There's East Sister Rock Island right there. You can rent that. Got to get there by boat, pretty cool. That's Marathon over there. You can see the Marathon High School right over there. We're gonna run right up there and cut through the island at Baca Cut. Sorry for the bumpiness, guys, but I'm driving, fighting a little light chop, and trying to film. With any luck, the audio won't be too bad. We'll
go up here and cut in by that big tower up there. Go in there and cut in right there. And go back underneath the Vaca Cut Bridge, back around to the Gulf side where we keep our boat.
And this is Vaca Cut, which is where we enter the Gulf side. And Captain Hook's little marina's right there on the left with gas and bait and whatever else can. And yes, we do. We have the house where the catamaran is. Just put that one under contract. So we're excited for those folks making some moves down here. There you can see Captain Hook's. And we've sold condo up in that building. Great views up there. It's actually spectacular. A lot more amazing than I even thought when I got up there. So we're really happy for those folks who bought that condo.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed that tour around Marathon.
We had a
the way
great
around the
time.
island, yeah.
And it's about almost 6 o'clock in the evening, and the water is so peaceful and still. It's just beautiful out here. It's very
It is.
very tranquil.
Twinkle.
It's very tranquil. And Skipper is absolutely worn out. He's right here beside us.
He's worn out.
He's worn out. He's done. He's tired of barking at the seaweed.
Yep.
So we will look forward to seeing you on the next Gables on the Go, and give us a call if you want any more information about homes here in the Florida Keys.
Yep. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.